evening, I was privileged to make the acquaintance of Adrien Lamond, one of Paris's most prominent chefs. He made me an exquisite meal. Upon arriving in New Marais, I met a kindly innkeeper who showed me special attention. His wife had died 13 years prior in childbirth, and she left him with an inn to manage and twin baby girls to raise. Oh, those girls were his very heart. He would watch them proudly as they walked among the tables serving food and drink. Oh, they were beautiful in appearance and sweet in manner, having blossomed into young women at an early age. Their beauty was striking, but their similarity even more so. Patrons would often stop and stare as they walked past. By any measure of observation, the two girls were completely identical. As I recall, they even tasted the same.
Rip him apart!
I have been hunted by many men, but the most persistent was Colonel John Greystoke. The colonel pursued me for months before his efforts finally bore fruit. He had brought his entire family to face me. Over 30 men and boys armed with muskets, stakes, and holy water. I'm afraid their efforts were futile. I converted the youngest of them first, then forced the colonel to watch while his grandchildren tore his sons to pieces. Oh, for the colonel himself, I broke both his arms at the shoulders and left him hanging upside down, secure to an oak tree on the back of his property. Oh, there were no large animals living near that region, but it was well known that the Greystoke Manor had frequent trouble with rats. My first attempt to reach the Americas was ineffectual. I knew I would need sustenance for the long journey, so I sought passage on a crowded slave ship that was captained by an arrogant and bold slaver. I avoided his company during the day, and each night I would sneak below decks and draw blood from the wretches chained up in the pool. After less than a week at sea, we were forced to return to port because the fool slaver had murdered half his crew for insubordination. I happily joined the company as soon as we docked, but not before I'd finished my work among his cargo. We sailed away with his boat, still full of slaves, but he was no longer their master. Local legend says the slaver's body was found floating in the harbor the next morning, so full of holes and emptied of blood that even the sharks had been unable to.
All right, Z. Headed in to look for the room they kept Mary. Keep an eye out above ground for the cross, would you?
Sure, man. Happy to help. Wish you lean on me more. I got your back, brother. You know, man, I've been thinking, you're kind of badass as a vampire. I mean, being able to turn into a big old flock of bats, things like that, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I can eat a lot of bugs. Like crazy. Oh, man, the vampire sense is tingling. No way. There's a break in the wall. It's not there.
That's the vampires, man. They can glamour people, make them see things that ain't there, even walls.
Hey, so they put in some sort of dumbwaiter with like a propane tank in it. There's white phosphorus on the side.
Whatever you do, do not shoot that tank.
Okay, all right. I'll just smoke the elevator's engine.
Those damn casket jobs are crazy. White phosphorus will set fire to anything. Couldn't be more dangerous. Although it is kind of cool.
Found another phosphorus tank. Looks like it's got a detonator. Same sort of dumbwaiter to the surface.
Kill the engine on that thing, man. You know what? I think them fangers are looking to burn the city down with all that phosphorus. Widespread arson no one could stop. It's payback for burning Bloody Mary way back when.
That makes sense. All the vampires be safe underground, while topside, human barbecue.
Oh, that Mary. And she's just no damn good.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. She was chewing my neck like gum.